Okay, so I'll walking us through on how to create a Gmail account, because you will need a Gmail account to run a YouTube, because Google owns YouTube and they own Gmail as well. So they don't use any other email services to open a Gmail, a YouTube account. You must use your Gmail account. So for those that don't have a Gmail account, at least most people do have it, but this is just for those that don't have a Gmail account. You can either go to Play Store to get Gmail, or if you already have it, you just go to Gmail and then create the account. So I'll just walk you through step-by-step guide on how it's done. Though I did it hastily, so still be part of the video. So you just take your time to watch it so that we can move on. I want to always avoid making very, very long video. The main thing is just pick the points. Thank you. Okay, so after you've installed that Gmail, so what you do is already have it installed though, but I want to go through another option. So let's say you have an account already. Maybe you have one. And one thing again is that remember to separate your YouTube Gmail account from your own personal Gmail account, because YouTube is like the public. So you don't want to allow your mailbox to be clustered. So just separate it. So let's say you have a Gmail account, maybe that you have, and you want to separate it from your intended YouTube Gmail that you're creating. So you go here to add another one, and then you choose the option Google. And then if you don't have either, you can still go to, when you click on this, you still see the option to create one. You click on this. So while it's loading, taking us to that place. Okay, now, so this part that has create, if you want to create another Gmail account, and if you have an existing Gmail account, you can log in from here. So now my focus is for those that don't have a Gmail account. So let's create one. You click on create. And now there's this option, personal, and then for work or my business. It's always advisable to go for the one of work or business because it has more features. So let's go to work. Okay. And now see, you input your name, your last name. So let me just try something. Eva. No. So, okay, let me say my name is Eva, which it is. And then I want to put J. I go to next. So you choose your date of birth. Okay, let me put it this way. January, I'll use any random date of birth. So this. Okay, it has allowed me to. So I don't want to create a Gmail account actually. Though it's self-explanatory. You click and follow the instruction and then you're good to go in creating that Gmail account. So once you're done with creating your Gmail account, you want to go to sign up for your Google account, which is creating a Google account. And there are things you want to keep to mind when you're setting up a YouTube channel. This is it. You want to have a niche. What have you decided to create, or what have you decided to discuss or talk about? Nobody is actually good when they start up first. Nobody is good starting up a task or starting up a project at first. We are never good at it. That one is certain. Even as I'm doing this, I'm still a beginner. I'm still learning. So I will always make mistakes. I will also be short of words to say and how to use them. That is just it. So you would have decided what you want to talk about. So then these are the 3 apps you would have to keep to mind when you intend starting a YouTube channel. Number one is you should have a Gmail account. Number two, which is the Gmail app rather. Then the other one is your YouTube app and then your YouTube studio. So we have the Gmail app, we have the YouTube app, and then we'll have the YouTube studio. So now we want to create the Gmail, the YouTube. I'm really short of words now. So now we want to create the YouTube channel. So you click on the YouTube. Actually, I already have a YouTube account. So I do not want to repeat what I already have. So because of my phone space, I'll be very, very, very careful. So to create it, you go to this place. And now there's this thing that you have to take note of. Because I already have an existing YouTube channel, that's why it's showing me this. And it's telling me to view my channel. So now, for instance, you do not have at all, you will see the option of create channel. So when you have created your channel, so let me just try it. I already have other account. You go to this place. That means if you have other Gmail accounts, you will see this option of switch account. You click on switch account. You can still use this option to either add an existing Gmail account. If it's not here, you can add from here, this plus icon. So I want to pick one of my channels that doesn't have that I didn't use for a YouTube account. So let me click this one. You see, it's telling me create channel. So I want to use this one as an example to create channel. So I'll tap on it because you're creating a YouTube channel. Create. Okay, create. So you choose whatever name you want. Let me say I'll choose a name, Eva J, blah, 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 blah. Though it is self-explanatory, you choose your handle, then you click on create. I do not want to create an account. So when you follow that steps, you create an account, include your pictures, whatever you know, because you would have gotten ready the things you would want to use to create the account. So since I'm not creating an account, I'll go back. I'll be walking you through on how to use CapCut. CapCut is a video editing software that you can use to edit your videos. Okay, still in the progress of starting a YouTube channel. So right now, I want to put us through on how to go about editing your video. Because after you've created a content, you should be able to know how to edit it, to remove those things that you don't want it to be there, either your voice or something that was wrongly said or something that was wrongly captured. So you would want to remove all those things. So today I want to put us through, or rather teach us basic editing skills right now. And these basic editing skills, video editing, would help you to be able to find your way around uploading the right information to the public. Okay, so let's go to Play Store. I'm using Android though, so whichever, if you're using an iPhone, you can go ahead, Apple Store. So let's go to Play Store and we'll search for CapCut. So because it is already installed in my phone, so I'll go ahead and open it. Though it's asking me to update, but let me just open it. Sorry it's taking our time, but let me just open it at once. And I'm still forced to open it though, to update it. So after installing your CapCut video editing app, let's open it. I already have some videos there. The one thing you want to take note of, this part is where you would import your video or your images. So let's click on it. So I have my videos here. I have my photos here. So you should be able to choose which one you want. So let me say I want to import a video. Let me think of one of my videos. Okay, let me take this video now. So you see, I'll add it here. Add. So you wait for the video to be added. to your timeline. So you see it has been added to my timeline. So after you add this to my timeline, sometimes you can also add images though from your timeline. You go to this place that has photos and you add a photo. So let me say I added this photo, this one. You see it has been added to my timeline. You get, I can then zoom out or zoom in, whichever one. So, okay, I don't need this one, so I'll remove it. Okay, now, so after you have imported your video to your timeline, the first thing you want to do is you go to aspect ratio. This place that you have edit, audio, text, overlay, you just move it, slide, and then go to it. That's aspect ratio. Your reason for going to aspect ratio is to set the size, the video size of it, because YouTube is 16:9. TikTok Shorts is 9:16. Instagram is 1:1. So because we are working with YouTube platform, I'm going to tick the one that has 16:9. You set. So what it has done is it will set this video that I'm going to upload it as a YouTube video. So I click on this tick here. When that one is done, then there are two things that we want to take to heart while we're editing our video, because sometimes there were some things that were said that shouldn't have been. We made a mistake in saying it. Either there were so much filler words, those stuff, or all those kind of things. You can remove that. That's why you have video editing. Sometimes there are some actions that were done that you don't want it to be online. You can remove it. That is why you have video editing. So now, as a beginner, you only need basic video editing knowledge. You don't need a Nollywood type of video right now. You don't need a blockbuster type of video right now or Hollywood type of video. What you need is just a video that can remove some errors, some mistakes that happened while you were preparing that video. So we're going to talk about splitting or cutting, no matter based on the type of video editing app that you're using or software. Then we're going to talk of trimming, then deleting. That is just it. So these are the major things that I want to talk about or work on. So if it has to do with basic standard video editing, that one is quite a different game entirely. So my focus will be on basic video editing knowledge, which is what you need as a beginner. So for you to work on this video, you either tap on it. That means you want to work on this video. That's why you tapped on it. You can as well go to edit. It will pick it. Okay, now, so let's go back. Use this to go back. So we have the editing icon here. We have the option, rather, audio option. We have the text, the overlay. Then aspect ratio, we've worked on that one. So just slide gradually to know what it has here. So you see it. Then let's move backwards. So I want to work on this video. I'll tap on it. So now, since I've tapped on this, so let me say I want to cut something. You click here. It's playing. So let me say this move. I didn't like what I did here. So I want to cut, split. You see? That means I can remove this part. Then click up here to go back. So now, I want to work on this again. You tap on it. Then there's this option to either move this way. You see? Okay. Okay. So when you slide it, okay, so let me say I was listening to it. I didn't like this part. I go again. I split. Some editing softwares or apps will tell you to cut, but CapCut is telling me to split. I will split. I tap on it. I'll delete. So I want to edit it again. I go back, I play. There, I don't want this move on top. I split. Sometimes you can still have the option to, trim. You see, trim this way. You move it gradually. So it has removed something here. That part you don't want. The main thing is listening to the audio, watching the video. Whatever you don't want, you cut, or you split, you trim, you delete. So I've removed that part. I will use it again. So I don't like the pass. I will stop. I will split. You get? So I would either now go back and then let me say I want to trim this part. I will cut. So most times it's easier to trim from your right, most times. So you split because I'm using a phone. So I may not be as fast as when I'm using my laptop, but it's all the same. It's still the same thing. You edit because that space is tiny. Then you now delete it. You use this part to go back, or you still want it to be the way it was. You redo, undo, all those ones. Any of those ones there. Okay, now so that is it for the editing part of cutting, then trimming. Use this one to move it about, blah, 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 see it here. You get? Then use this one to split. The one that you want to delete, you tap on it because whenever you split, it will highlight something and you're sure that's what you want to delete. You go here and you delete it. So this is for splitting, which is the same thing as cutting. Then this one is for, let me say, I want to trim. You see, extend it, then you come back, extend, you come back. And if you want it to still be the way you wanted it, the way you met it, you can use this place, Ctrl Z, which is undo. You do this place to do, come back. Then the one for audio. Well, let me go back. So now let's say you want to add another video or an image to this. You see, it's here. The image is here. That's for adding an image. So while this video is going on, you can always insert an image or a video in between your clips if you choose to. So I don't need it here because most times, and that's what we call B-roll in video editing. When you want to use a clip or an image to represent something that is said or an action that is taking place while your video is going on, that's why you need a B-roll. So for now, and in using a B-roll, most times it's better to use it from the overlay option. So I want to remove this because I don't need it here. So my focus is on the video. And then the audio part, maybe I want to add an audio. You can either record it, you can extract from the audio. Maybe something that was said here, you didn't like it, but you want that particular video to still be there. Then that is when you can extract your video. Okay, so let me say you want to extract an audio from this clip. You click on it, you slide to get the extract audio option. That is to extract your audio. Then you click on extract, click on it. So you extract your audio from here. That's if you want to. So just play around these options to know, because that's one thing about learning. I may not give you everything here, but you can still watch videos on YouTube that would help you to understand better about video editing. Video editing is really, really wild, but you need only this brief knowledge for starting up as a beginner. Okay, now, so we'll go to text. I want to add a text here. There's option to add text. So let me say YouTube. Okay, so YouTube now. So this, I can move it this way, that way, anyhow I want it. I can use this to expand it. I can use this to edit it. See, I can use this to duplicate. This one is to duplicate it. So you see, there's two. So because I need only one, just go back. You use this one to drag. And another thing is once you click on it, you have the option to style it, to take anything. See your fonts. You see they have more premium version of it here, but there are free versions here. There are premium and free ones that you can use here, fonts. So anyone that doesn't have Pro means you can use it. Then you can style it. You can just play around with this. So because whatever thing that you click here, so just watching the screen, if you edit it, see, this will increase the size. You can do this, move it down, you can change the color, anything you want to think of that you want to do this. So once you're done, you say okay. So just play around with that. And then the other one that you would need is this one is sticker. Maybe you want to do some effects, add some things, and subscribe to my channel, follow me. Okay, so let me just look for the one that has to do with vlogging. Thank you. So just play around with each of all these things. Just play around with it. Play around with it. Choose anything here. Take your time to whatever you feel like. Okay, so, okay, let me go back. So just take your time to play around with any of these stickers. That is if you want to. But as I mentioned earlier, you may not need some of these things, just the basic ones that I'm putting to you. But when you are playing around all these things, with time, you become better. So let's go back. Another thing I want to address here is the overlay. These are for these things you will need more as a beginner: editing, audio, text, and overlay. You want to add another clip or videos to this, you still go to add overlay. So you can now check photos. Let me say I use this. I add. So you see now. Okay, let me remove one of it. It's two. So this one is the one that was overlaid, this one. So I can drag it, move it up and down here and there. And remember that if you want to edit anyone, you tap on that particular image or video to edit it. Tap on this. So you see, that is for my video. I can move the video here, blah, blah. That is it. So this overlay, you can always resize it. If you want to remove something, you can trim it. You can cut it. Whatever editing you're doing in the overlay icon has to do with going into that overlay to edit it. If I'm editing this, I have to edit it from the overlay icon. I can't edit it from the main frame, like this part. I can't edit it here. That's why it's showing me this. So if I click on this, it will take me to my overlay icon. So I can then go from there to split, so adjust, put it wherever I want to. Anyhow, just name it. So just play around with this to get a better view of it. So that's just it. So once you are done with that, you can then go. There's still option of trying to sharpen your video quality. Well, I don't want this video to be long, but I'll stop here. Then you go to this place that says export. Before you export, look at this number here that has 1080p. You tap on it rather. You now go to, if you're okay with 1080p or you want 4K, it depends on you. So you go 4K or 2K anyhow. But let me just leave it at 1080p because of my space though, because of my phone space. Then you export. So after exporting, you just wait for it to get up to 100% and you save it in whichever folder you choose to. Then from there, so after you have saved it, but I don't want to download this again. So after you have saved it, so I want to pick it. So after you have saved it, you can then go to that place it was saved and upload it to your YouTube. So after you have created your video, we want to upload it to YouTube. So you go back to YouTube now. So how to get you go back to YouTube. I want to switch channel to go back to that my YouTube channel, for instance. After you've created your video, so you want to upload the video to YouTube. So let's say this is your YouTube channel. You've created the channel. So I'll go to home. Though people upload their videos in different forms. Though some people, if they want to upload, they can go with this icon here. Some people do that actually. Then they pick their video from here. Some people, everybody with their own way. They pick and next you want to appear. Let me go back. Why some people they go this way, your video, you see, and they go this way to upload, and then they pick. So this one, okay, now, okay, so let me say I decide to upload from here. You see the option of video, you see the option of shorts, if it's live or a post, you can always move around it. But there was something I learned recently. If you're doing shorts, it's better to come from your home to do it. So if it's this video, I can go from here. Then I click on this. Next, you add whatever you want, your title, blah, blah, blah. You impute all those stuff and then you upload. And there's another thing about YouTube. There are so many ways, so many things we learn every day. Maybe you don't know about description. You can use ChatGPT to help you. There's a there's a way you put those prompts. You know one thing about content creation? Content creation is elaborate. So I will not finish everything here. You would have knowledge of these settings. Like some people will tell you, you shouldn't put it as public first until you're done with what you want to do before uploading, which is still okay. Some like here, this visibility, you want it to set as public, unlisted, schedule, and all the rest of it. That one is another training. But no matter what, you still want to make your video public. Somebody was advising online, I saw recently, that you should rather schedule it so that you allow YouTube to review your channel or review what you're about to post if it's okay. Then before you can come back, go back to YouTube Studio to change it as public. So just leave it as private, then you upload. You allow it to load for a while. So I don't intend uploading anything because this is my main channel. Then when you're done, I'm discarding it now. So when you're done with uploading it, for instance. Okay, let me say I'm done with uploading it. You see this place that has your videos. It will show you a particular number here. My channel is a small channel, so don't expect to be seeing 1,000 views and all the rest of it. So this like my project of growing up or starting up something on YouTube. So you would see the number. So once it's done, that is when we'll now talk of YouTube Studio. So now let me go back. We're out of here, or just go to home. We're out of here. So since you have another YouTube channel, you can still go back here, go back to this place, and then you switch accounts to your main account, not your channel account. So just separate both of them because sometimes you don't want issues with your YouTube channel. So that's why it's good to, immediately you're done uploading, just move out from that account. So don't always leave it open. Anything can happen. So that is it for that one. So the other one where we're going to now is our YouTube Studio. Sometimes it is better if you're using your smartphone and you click on this, you will not really enjoy the features of YouTube Studio because you're using your smartphone. So look at the advisable way to access YouTube Studio since you're using your phone. Let's go back. So now go to your browser. your browser. I'm using Chrome. Go to your browser. Then you type studio dot youtube.com. So it has popped up .com. Let's click on this. It says continue to the studio. So because this is my other account, let me go back and show you one other option, one other thing I normally do, and another option too. Another way to access it is when you say YouTube desktop site, you click on it. So when you click on it, you press down. You see the option of open a new tab. Open a new tab. This place that you have three, this square, click on it and go with the last box. You click on it. You can still access it through this feature. So there are two steps I've given you. The one that you go to your Chrome and type in studio.youtube.com, or the one that use the other option that is YouTube desktop site. So whichever way you want to access it. So it's tiny here though, but you bear with me, please. So once it brings you to this page, because this is my other Gmail account, you go up here. It's not actually my YouTube channel. So you go up here where you have that name, that letter E or that letter. You will see it whenever you log in first. Follow the step. Then you see the one that says switch account. Then you switch account. Then from the listed accounts that you have with Gmail, with Google, you now choose the one that is your YouTube channel. Like this is my YouTube channel, so I click on it. So you see it has brought me to my YouTube studio with my supposed YouTube Gmail account. So this is where it is. And looking at this is my YouTube studio dashboard. So you see this place that has your dashboard. This one has your content. Just peer around it. You move it. Learning is a lifelong process, so we should be willing to learn every day by day. Just click on each of these icons here to tell you what you need to do. So now, remember that our video that we uploaded, we left it on private. So this is where you want to set it as public or to schedule it. And this is where you want to conveniently add your thumbnail. So whichever thing that you want to do. You see the second icon, that one is for content. Let me click on it. Okay, now, so let's say this was the video that I uploaded. Though this one is on public because I've already uploaded it earlier on. So now let's say this one was on private. You tap on it. So when you tap on it, you see the option. You see, you can edit this one as though you're editing it from your desktop. That's one thing when you access it through your browser. When you access YouTube Studio through your browser, you can work on your YouTube account conveniently. Conveniently, I tell you. So you see this place, if you want to add a thumbnail. So you see this place, the description, the title. So these settings here, this one is another learning of its own, how to set this thing properly or how to set it the right way as we learn every day online. How to set it. I won't do that one now because of time. Please, we'll just hastily do the main thing that you need as a beginner. So now you see that part that has to do with public. So you see, after you had set it as private, this is where you now come to either schedule it, choose your time, whatever, if you want to. Then you say done. Then you now put it as public. On that scheduled date, it will upload automatically. Whether you have data or not, it will upload automatically. If you choose to leave it as public, no problem. But as I learned recently online, that it's good to put it as scheduled so that YouTube will be able to view the system from what they said, though. We learn every day. We'll be able to view your channel upload to know if that video, if they will circulate it to the right audience based on the topic that you're talking about. So I'm not doing any changes here. So let me just leave this place back. So that is all I have to talk about when it has to do with starting a YouTube channel, uploading your video on YouTube. So as a beginner, my channel is still coming up. I want you to just encourage me by liking this video, supporting it by subscribing to the channel if you feel you got value from this. So thank you so much for having me, and goodbye.